today we are doing the Funko Pop collection. You're going to see every single Funko Pop that I own in the collection today. You can see a couple of them behind me. They may pop up straight away in the video. They may pop up later. Who knows when you'll see them. But yeah, we're going to get all of these Funko Pops in the collection shown off. So let's get right to it. So yeah, we are going to be starting off with a bit of a smaller set of Funko Pops, sort of random locations in the flat. And we're starting here with the Red Hulk from Captain America: The Brave New World. It's a big one. It's a big one. Is it the best Funko Pop I've got? No. But is it the worst? No. So yeah, Brave New World, Red Hulk. Then moving on here, we've got the other three from the set of Brave New World that I really wanted. The Captain America, Sam Wilson. The new Falcon, is it Joaquin? Something like that. And of course we've got the leader, in a very different look to what it was in the movie. So yeah, that's an interesting Funko Pop to have in the collection. So moving down here, it is a bunch of random Funko Pops. We've got two from Back to the Future. We have got Doc with helmet and Marty in the puffy vest. I love Back to the Future films. They are brilliant. Please don't touch them. No reboots, no remakes. It's not needed. And then over here we have got Ferris Bueller from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Another great film. Bit of a random Funko Pop, but later on in another video you will see some more Funko Pops from the set. And then over here we have got Bruce Banner. It's one of those bubble ones, one of the more recent releases. You won't like me when I'm angry. No, because you'll then get this to this, and then to, well, I haven't got a Hulk Funko Pop to show you, but you know, you get the idea. We're over here, another random set. This is a bit of a evolution of Wolverine sort of section. Going from Weapon X into his classic costume with Sabretooth there. Sorry, that's just my mic in the way. And then, of course, going up to Old Man Logan. Yeah, you know, they're pretty decent Funko Pops. Still want some more Wolverine-based Funko Pops? Yes, I do. And do I have any more? Yes, I do. But, yeah, these are pretty decent Funko Pops. Nothing to, you know, scream about. But... and moving on now, we are at the Spider-Man section. We will get some more Marvel later on, but not Funko Pops, U2s. We have 2099 Spider-Man, the original comic cover Spider-Man, Black Suit Spider-Man, and then of course Miles Morales' future suit of some kind. I'm not sure what that's called, but they're just U2s, some random figures. They're pretty cool. They are pretty cool. So moving down to the actual Funko Pops that I've got. Sorry about the glare. You will get that a little bit in this video. But hopefully it's not too bad. So we've got like the original Spider-Man. The 80-year anniversary. With the web wings. I love this suit. I'm trying to get it without the glare. That's a little bit better. But not perfect, but you know, there we go, that's a little bit better. But yeah, it's a cool Funko. And then of course we have the symbiote Spider-Man, or Black Suit Spider-Man, depending on which story you're looking at. But yeah, you know, it's a random Funko Pop that I brought. It's more recent, but it's a pretty decent one, you know. I love that suit, like, it's one of my favourite Spider-Man suits that they've ever made. Moving down here now, we got MCU, and we've got the Endgame Spider-Man Iron Spider suit. Tom Holland edition. Without the mask. Again, another cool Funko Pop that I used to own. And then over here we've got Spider-Man upside down with a hot dog. And then over here we have the Last Stand Spider-Man suit. I have sort of sorted out the glare for you. There's still a little bit, but not as bad as it was before. But yeah, Last Stand Spider-Man suit. Pretty cool. And then over here, one of the more controversial suits, down to what the story entails, and that is Superior Spider-Man, which is Doc Ock in Spider-Man's body. Interesting story, but it's just one of those ones where I was like, oh, I haven't got all the suits of Spider-Man. I wouldn't mind all of them. And I do think it's a pretty decent suit. It's just a shame it's not actually Peter Parker, it's Doc Ock. And then over here we have the Miles Morales Iron Spider suit. Again, another decent pop. I'm trying to show you as much as possible of it. But yeah, that's a pretty cool suit. And now we are on to what is the 5 MCU Funko Pops from No Way Home. This is probably the best of the bunch, if you ask me, in Spider-Man form. And here we have good old Tom Holland in the Spider-Man suit towards the end of the film. We then have Tobey Maguire, the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man suit. I'm calling them suits, but realistically they are different Spider-Men. A couple of these ones are Peter Parker, but Then we have the Amazing Spider-Man, another great Funko Pop. It was great to get these two in Funko Pop form. I remember trying to get them when I was originally collecting, and now I'm back on it. I'm so glad to have them again. And then over here, the last two of the set of No Way Home, we have Green Goblin, and we have the Amazing Spider-Man with his mask off. It's in the scene where he's initially introduced, and he's got up and done the web, grabbed the web, he's got the mask in his mouth and all that. It's from that scene. But yeah, two great Funko Pops. I wouldn't mind having the Green Goblin unmasked and the Tobey Maguire unmasked. Don't feel like I need the Tom Holland unmasked Funko. But yeah, they are pretty decent Funko Pops. Okay, so now we are on to some TV shows. So here we have the full set of Smallville. Now I do say full set. You'll find out later why I'm saying full set like this now. It's not technically the full set, but we have like Clark Kent when he takes his, the very end scene of Smallville, where he's not wearing the costume. But yeah, this is a really good Funko Pop. We of course get Lex Luthor in his presidential outfit, I want to say. That is pretty much what he's wearing there. We also have the Clark Kent from the first episode where he's tied up, and he's even got, you can just about see, you can see it in the glam shot on the box, and on the side there he's got the Lana Lang necklace, so that's cool. And then of course we got Green Arrow, Justin Hartley, who I think very underrated costume, if you ask me, but that's a great Funko Pop. And then what is probably the more normal of the set, the Lois Lane. This could literally, you take her out of the box, she could be any character. But yeah, I love Smallville. A lot of my TV show ones, all the TV shows, I pretty much love. So yeah. Moving on now to what is my favourite TV show, Supernatural. There are a lot of Supernatural Funko Pops out there that I still haven't got and would love to get. Like Charlie and Bobby and at least one of the Chevy baby with one of the characters sort of thing. So they are the ones I absolutely want to get. But for now, I have got Sam, Dean. These are the original Supernatural Funko Pops. Crowley. No, that's Crowley. Castiel, Crowley. And then I have got Dean doing Eye of the Tiger on top of the car type of that moment. And then a Yellow Eyes Sam. which always confused me when they released this one, because I was trying to figure out where it was from, and I think it might be from a Dean sequence where he's seeing all the possible futures. Because that's the only time I can remember him with yellow eyes. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And then moving down here, we have what is a more recent set of Buffy figures. I don't have any of the original ones. I would love some of the original ones. But here we have Buffy. This is the season 3 episode 1 fight sequence that she's in. The LA underworld sort of thing. Very cool. Then we've got Vampire Angel. Could be Angelus, but it's Vampire Angel. We've got Vampire Spike. We have the Gentleman. And we have Daft Punk Spike. No, we have the punk rock Spike from, I think it's meant to be from around the time when he killed the second Slayer or the first Slayer. Would have been the second Slayer, wouldn't he? Robin Wood. So yeah, very cool Funko Pop. And then, just a random one. There is 2 instances where there's random ones with the TV shows. The Scott McCall Teen Wolf. I love this Funko Pop. I wish they'd do more Teen Wolf Funko Pops though, to be honest. Not enough. Here we have a couple of Walking Dead Funko Pops. We have the RV Walker, Penny, Prison Glenn, Carol, Morgan, and Abraham. These were Comic-Con pickups last year. So yeah, I have still got to get a Rick, a Carl, an Egan, Maggie, some really, the really better ones that are out there. So moving on now, and we're coming up to the last of the TV shows. There are some other TV shows that will pop up later, but some just random Funko Pops in random places again. But here we have Sheldon Cooper, Leonard Hofstadter, Howard Wolowitz, and Raj Koothrappali from The Big Bang Theory. There's Amy Farrah Fowler with the crown. It's like, she gets really excited. The box is a bit, I think it's still got some wrapping around the protective box. Some of these have got protectors. Like, all the Walking Dead ones have protectors. All the Smallville ones have protectors. But yeah. And then we've got Lucifer, Morningstar from Lucifer. Love this TV show. So glad they brought this out. I understand why they've only just brought this out, because they want to see how well it does and if the others will sell or not. So they took a risk with just bringing this one out, because there was concepts for them for ages. So I'm glad to see that they actually brought it out. So the last 2 in this section are Green Arrow from the Arrow TV shows. That's Stephen Amell. And then we've, of course, got Barry Allen from The Flash. Glow in the Dark edition. I didn't even realise that when I brought it. But yeah, these are great pops. Great TV shows. And I wish I had more of these. I used to, and they were all out of box. And now, if I were to put them on display, they're all just a mess. Like, from moving around and things like that, they simply do not look good anymore. But yeah, I used to have these all out of box, because when I started collecting years ago, when I was first collecting, so before all of this set of Funko Pops that I've got now, I used to take them out the box, because I wasn't planning on getting the amount that I've got now or the amount that I had before. So that's the reason why they were all out of box. But yeah, so we got Green Arrow and The Flash. So these ones, I'm just going to give you a quick show off of these. These aren't mine. These are my girlfriend's Funko Pops. Pikachu, not a Funko Pop. Not sure what he was, but he fits in. She's a fan of Pikachu. Also, she wanted the Tiffany, but she didn't want the Chucky. My God, she needs to sort out that. This is not straight. That's annoying me. But yeah, she didn't want the Chucky, but she wanted the Tiffany. I had an old Chucky out of box, so she had that. Yeah, she takes them out of the box. I know, annoying, right? But yeah, they're the ones that the girlfriend has. Not ones that I would normally have. Like, the Harley Quinn is probably the closest one I would normally have. And of course the horror Funko Pops. And Pokemon based, but the rest are not really my kind of thing. A lot of these are Disney or animated movies or, you know, chick flicks. Yes, Dirty Dancing is a chick flick. Mary Poppins, you know, that kind of thing. These are not ones that I would normally collect. Also, this is from the new set. From the new Snow White. I was surprised that she actually got that. But yeah, so that's all I'm showing. I'm just showing you them, not going through them. Not for me. Before we get into what is essentially the smallest selection of Funko Pops that I've got, the massive collection of Funko Pops, should I say, we're going to go into the smaller sets that I have and some random ones. So first off, these are really super random, and they've still got the stickers on. That's how random they are. But Yellow Jackets, I recently got into that TV show. I was late on it. I'm still pretty late on it because I still need to finish season 2. But we've got Jackie, Shauna, and Misty. So yeah, I just started watching the show like a couple months back, sometime last year. And then I came across the Funko Pops while I was watching the show. So that's the only reason why I bought these 3. But honestly, I don't know why. There's such random Funko Pops there, bro. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with them. It's just maybe not the best idea I ever had for buying Funko Pops. And then over here we've got a cool Funko Pop. I really love this Funko Pop. This may be one that I have to take out of the box, because sometimes in box you can't quite see them. But it is Deadpool on a Zamboni machine. This is from the original Deadpool movie. Really cool. You can see it a little bit better there. Please ignore the dust. But yeah, a real cool Funko Pop. And I bloody love it. Now moving on to what, again, is a bit of a smaller section. But we've got the big section still to come. We've got the MIG. The MIG? What is a MIG? We've got the big ghost face here. Trying to do it without the glare. It's a lot harder in this room, I tell you now. But yeah, ghost face, giant. And over here, before I get onto the big one of this set, we have the Army of Darkness, Ash Williams. I love this pop. It's like a movie cover kind of one. It is really cool. And it's a really underrated film, I think. Like, I didn't like it when I first watched it, and it's taken me a lot of rewatches to actually really love it now. And then we have the Batman and the Joker poster. Interesting story with this one. I didn't realise it was this size. And I didn't realise the Funko Pops would be so large in there. But basically the story of this one is that it was down to like £25. So I just assumed it was one of these kind of ones. One of the Ash Williams ones. Too late to find out it was not. And I didn't even realise it was a poster edition. So yeah, that is why this big ass one is here randomly. And that big ass one's there, and that big ass one's there. And it's not as big as these two, but you know. It's not about the size, it's what you do with it. Anyway, moving on now to what is a mini Spider-Man section, but it's mostly video games and randoms. So there's mostly, yeah, it's mostly the video game ones, and then some random ones thrown in there for good measure. So here we have, I'm not going to take all of these out because of the way they are, and it'll be a pain in the arse. I'll just take out the top 2 of each row. But we've got the Spider-Man, the Armoured Suit Symbiote Suit Takeover. Yeah, this is a pretty cool Funko Pop. I'll show you the back. I have got all 3 of those. Other ones, I have not got that Miles Morales because it's a terrible suit. But I have got the other 3 that you'll see in a minute. But yeah, great suit. And then, of course, next to that is the anti-venom white suit. So I am going to show this one off. That is a pretty cool suit. And I love how it is in the game, how he gets it. Spoiler warning if you haven't played Spider-Man 2. Where have you been living if you haven't played Spider-Man 2? But yeah, anti-venom suit. It's a pretty decent suit. So yeah, like I say, I'm not going to take these ones out because it's just a pain in the ass. But you got the advanced suit 2.0 Peter Parker suit with the robot arms, the arms. It's very cool. It's cool how you use them in the game as well. Actually, I find it really fun when you use them in the game. You got classic Miles Morales there. You got Venom. We are Venom. Yeah, Venom's a very cool character. And the fact that we get to play as him in Spider-Man 2 for a little segment is pretty fucking awesome. And then, of course, we have Peter Parker in his symbiote suit. It's awesome. I love the story. Could it have been better? Yes. Could it have been worse? Yes. So, anyway, moving on now. Down, and we've got the Scream Funko Pop. Showed you the back of that earlier. We've also got this winged Venom, which you would think would have been a bigger size, but it's a pretty decent Funko Pop. Like, it's part of the selection of, well, the collection of it. So I had to get this one. Really cool. And then below that, we have got Kraven the Hunter. Miles Morales in his final suit, which, nah, I could leave it and take it. I don't think it's as bad as people say it is, but I'm not the biggest fan. The black suit, Harry Osborn, sort of Agent Venom look. That was very cool, and that was very surprising when I watched it. I remember my mouth was open from the shock of seeing him in that suit. And then, of course, we have Spider-Man, the original advanced suit from the original game. So this is not a Spider-Man 2 Funko Pop. This is a Spider-Man original game Funko Pop. So then down here, while we're talking about some of the Spider-Man Funko Pops from the games, this is the Velocity suit. I believe this is, again, from the original Spider-Man game and not Spider-Man 2. Yeah, it's Spider-Man, yeah. But next to that, we have got a Carnage Ghost Spider, or Spider-Gwen, a Carnage, and a Venom. Those three are just random Spider-Man Funko Pops. Do want to say they're Spider-Man Funko Pops? Technically, these two aren't. That one is. Only on technicality are these Spider-Man Funko Pops because of their Spider-Man villains. So I suppose, technically speaking, they are Spider-Man Funko Pops. Some of the superhero Funko Pops for the time being. We have got Batman in the Batmobile. We have got the Batman Winged edition. And Batman in the Batcave. These are all from the 85th anniversary collection. They're so cool. They are so awesome. Not sure why that one doesn't have the 85th anniversary logo on it. But I'm pretty sure that was part of that set. And you can tell by the numbers as well. But yeah, pretty cool. We'll get to some more DC. I haven't got as much DC as I would like. That will change soon. Next up, we are on to the MCU train for a little while now. And actually for quite a bit of the collection here is MCU. We have Iron Man. I am Iron Man. You know, terrible impression. Also glow in the dark. This is one that I've got twice, effectively, because I've got it out of box as well. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Then, of course, we have Captain America with his broken shield and what is a very tiny Magena? Oh, God. Thor's hammer. It's just easier to say Thor's hammer. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Then we have got a glow-in-the-dark again. Cap, why aren't you glow-in-the-dark? We got a glow-in-the-dark again. Thor, he hasn't got Stormbreaker, but he has got the Thor hammer in his hand there. I know you can get two versions of this. You can get the version where he's this version, and you can get the version where he's got the Stormbreaker in his hand as well as the hammer. But yeah, pretty cool Funko Pop. And then another Endgame Funko Pop, a little bit random. I hate looking at this one from below, because you can see a spring in her neck. But yeah, this is Wanda Maximoff. This is another glow in the dark. It's a pop in a box exclusive. And I got it from Amazon. But yeah, it's a cool moment from Endgame. And a cool Funko Pop. And then we have got some random Funko Pops here and there. For instance, Black Panther. I love this film. I love this Funko Pop. I think it is the best. I think I did a video in the past, which I will do some re-uploads of some of my old videos that make sense. But yeah, I think I ranked this as being the best Black Panther Funko Pop in the set of Black Panther Funko Pops. So yeah, it's a pretty cool Funko Pop. And we have got a Lament configuration. That's just a random collector's thing. I've got nowhere else to put it for the time being. So that's where it's going. It's staying there. Moving on now, we've got a Deadpool and Wolverine section. So I'm going to get through these pretty fast. I'll talk about the ones that I really want to. Deadpool. Wolverine. Of course, because it's Deadpool and Wolverine. Then we have Ladypool, Diamond Edition. That's pretty cool. Dogpool, of course. Deadpool with Headpool. Wolverine with Babypool. Which I think would have made sense to put Babypool with Deadpool. Simply because it's actually Ryan Reynolds' baby that they use. Like, it's obviously not in the sense of, like, it's super CGI'd. But for, like, representation, that's the baby they used. Then over here we got Blade. Motherfuckers always keep trying to ice skate uphill. Something like that. But yeah. Gambit. Oh my god, name for myself. Yeah, I like Channing Tatum's accent in that film. It's fucking stupid, but it's hilarious at the same time. Then you got X-23. There's no line for her. And Elektra. Daredevil's dead. I'm sorry. Ah, well. You know. Or it's okay. Or it's fine, or something like that. She's, you know, no love labour's lost. You know. But anyway, Kidpool. And then, this is a bit of a random one from the film, but whatever. Wade Wilson, assistant to the assistant regional manager at DriveMax. It's a pretty fun Funko Pop from Deadpool. Goes quite nicely with the Zamboni. I'm going to look behind me. Zamboni. You know, it's got that sort of vibe to it. It's a really random moment from the film, but it's funny. And now back onto what is Avengers and MCU train. We've got 3 of the 4 Infinity Saga Funko Pops that they've recently brought out, which is Iron Man Mark V from Iron Man 2. Then we've got the Captain America in his original suit from First Avenger. Could be the version of him from the end of Winter Soldier, because he does steal that suit at the end of the film from the museum. And Whiplash. So, you know, they're 3 cool Funko Pops. I hope they bring out more of the Infinity Saga, but who knows. And then here we've got a set of Infinity War Funko Pops. We have Iron Man, Thanos, and Bucky Barnes. I have got some more on the way that you may see later on, you may not. Depends on if they arrive in time for me to film the video. And then below here, we have the Fantastic Four. There are 6 that I've got. I haven't got Mole Man. Another thing, I believe there's a few others that I haven't got. But we've got Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Girl, The Thing, the Human Torch, Doctor Doom, and Silver Surfer. I love Fantastic Four. I love these sets. I think probably started collecting these ones simply because the movie's coming out soon. The new Fantastic Four. So I think that's probably the reason why I decided to get this set now. But I did love this TV show when I was growing up, with the Spider-Man animated TV show from the 90s and X-Men TV show. I almost said X-Men 97 then. But yeah, these are some great Funko Pops, and I'm so glad to have them in the collection. Okay, so I'm just going to go through some random Marvel Funko Pops that are just in the back, simply because I haven't got the space. So we have got a zombie Deadpool, zombie Wolverine, She-Hulk, Abomination, Hulk. Oh, I have got a Hulk Funko Pop. Wong, all from She-Hulk. Now, it's not. No, it's a little bit unfair to go black because I actually do kind of enjoy that film. And then we have got Agatha Harkness and Wiccan from the more recent Agatha All Along TV show, which I thought was really good. Marvel are definitely getting better with their TV shows, I think. This is good. Daredevil Born Again was good. Is good, because we're still currently getting that. Some of the other ones are, Hawkeye, Take It or Leave It, She-Hulk. Probably won't ever watch it again, but I did enjoy it for what it was. And Loki is obviously the best of them all. But I think Daredevil Born Again is going to beat it. But yeah, so they're the random ones. And so now I'm going to just show you, while putting them back, the ones that I had in front of those. Which is Batman, and yeah, you guessed it, Batman. Yeah, these are all like different sort of iterations of Batman. Although, pretty sure, that's Michael Keaton. Because of the Riddler thing, that's got to be Val Kilmer. Pretty sure that's still Michael Keaton from Returns. Where he's a bit battered. It could be George Clooney, but I don't think he ever wore that suit. Dark Knight. That one is from a video game. That's the Arkham series. I believe that's Arkham. Is that Arkham Knight? Yeah, that's Arkham Knight suit. And then we've got the Batman. So the only one I haven't got is Ben Affleck. So we're coming to the end of the superhero Funko Pops. We're going to get into some more random Funko Pops and sort of Funko Pops that aren't really related to anything in particular, except for one or two. But and then we'll get into the big, bulky horror Funko Pops that I've got that are all on display. I believe there may be some ones I'm looking now that are just behind. But anyway, so this is the bulk of the Batman sets I've got. Again, we're going to go through these fairly quickly because there's no need to dwell on these ones. These ones are cool. The Joker, Catwoman, the Penguin, Riddler, Two-Face, and the Heath Ledger Joker from the Batman Dark Knight Rises. Even though it's not Dark Knight Rises, it's just the Dark Knight. Even though on the box it says the Dark Knight trilogy, he's only in one of the films. So it's Dark Knight. But anyway, then we also have, again, Joker, Catwoman, Penguin, Riddler, just like these ones. But these ones are from the 85th anniversary. Can you see what I mean with the 85th anniversary logo thing? That's the only one that doesn't have it. But I'm pretty sure it's part of the set. It's got the same designs and everything. But yeah. Then moving over here, we do have Poison Ivy from Batman and Robin. And Bane from, and yeah, it says it right, The Dark Knight Rises. Now I get it when they made some of these older Funko Pops, like these ones and that one. I get it. At the time it maybe was just the licensing. They couldn't actually get the license for the actual film, but they got the license for the trilogy. But, it's fine by me. It's a nitpick. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. And now, a very mini and very sad Superman section, to be honest with you. We are getting the new Superman movie, Funko Pops out. I will be getting those, and these will be going there. Pushing all these along their way, and then getting the two big ones on top. I don't think I'm going to get that one in there. I might have to put him there, and then get a few in the between. Please ignore the dust. But here we have Superman and Lois flying from Superman the movie. And then below that, we have just got a random Superman, like it's just a specialty series Superman. And we have the Justice League Superman in the black suit. This is the Zack Snyder's Justice League, not Joss Whedon's. Very cool. Very, very, very cool black Superman suit. I almost said Spider-Man. And then next to that, we have Bizarro Superman. Bit of a random one. If the movie ones don't necessarily fit, that one may be debunked to the back. But it's a cool one. We are on partially on horror because we've got a Crooked Man. This is one of the ones that's in a random place. But it's not necessarily a random Funko Pop because I have got a few others from the Conjuring series of films. But you know, I really enjoy this Funko Pop for its size. And look at those teeth. Yeah, this is a cool Funko Pop. And then here we've got a set of Beetlejuice Funko Pops. Probably get through these quite quick because there's quite a few of them. But you have got Beetlejuice from the original film in his nice fucking model costume is what I'd like to call that one. And here we have Adam, played by Alec Baldwin. I do not have the other one, his wife with the mouth open and everything. That would be a cool one to get. But unfortunately, I do not have that one. Then moving on, we have another Beetlejuice from the film. I believe that's from the new film. And then we've got an original Beetlejuice from the original these three cool. Sort of, you could say the evolution of Beetlejuice in the movies. To a certain extent, but yeah, they're pretty cool. And then we've got some more Beetlejuice Funko Pops here with Bob, Lydia Deetz, Astrid, and Dolores. So, you know, not terrible Funko Pops, but not the worst, but you know, and not the best. But yeah, they're pretty cool. And then over here we have got, again, you have to mind the dust, they are a bit dusty. That's the one thing about collecting, you get so much dust. We've got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell, turtle power. Yeah, I love the Teenage Ninja Turtles. Donatello, Leonardo, Raphael, and Michelangelo. These are cool Funko Pops. You know, there's not much to say about them. And then next up, I'm going to have to take some of these out because these are 2-packs. We have got Knuckles and Rouge. I believe it's Rouge. Would it be Rogue? Rouge or Rogue? The other 2-pack, which is my favourite 2-pack. Shadow and Super Shadow. This is just so cool. And the fact that we actually got Super Shadow in the Sonic Movie 3, you know, because it's just so cool. And then, of course, you can't have a Sonic section without Sonic. Sonic with Ring. Where's the ring? Oh, there it is. Yeah, this is a pretty cool Funko Pop. This is it was just a random buy. I do love Sonic. Need to get a Mr. Eggman. Is it Mr. Eggman? It's not Mr. Eggman. Dr. Eggman. Mister. Honestly, he would have evaporated me for calling him bloody Mister instead of Doctor. How rude of me. But yeah, they're all pretty decent Funko Pops. But like that, we actually have got more Sonic Funko Pops. We have got Amy and Tails. You know, these are ones that, again, I think I brought it when I brought the Sonic. It's just part of them. They're cool Funko Pops. It's all good. And then we've got some Pokemon. Gotta have some Pokemon love in this house. you know, with Mewtwo and Mew. And then below that, we have got Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Charmander, and of course Squirtle. Squirtle and Bulbasaur took me ages to get. But yeah, I love these Funko Pops. And then a random 2-pack, which is Optimus Prime and Megatron. Don't know why I ever brought those ones, to be honest, because I was not going to get the rest. So I thought, well, if I'm not going to get the rest, I might as well just get those two. So yeah, that's the, well, I suppose you could call it the animated side of things, with a little bit of horror and some more horror, you know. Speaking of horror, now to what is probably the bulkier part of the collection. Even bulkier than the superhero section, I think. In the horror movies and just horror-based stuff, I think there may be the odd horror TV show. Yeah, the odd Funko Pop is a horror TV show, but we'll get to them when we're there. But yeah, we've got Cocaine Bear. Such a stupid film, but it's just so funny. I bloody love it. I had to get a Funko Pop of it. It's the one Funko Pop, you know, it's really gory. Like, it's pretty decent, you know, he's got a leg there. There is another version of him where he's actually got a bag of, you know, that sugar that the bear likes. Because I've already said that word once already, don't need to say it again. But yeah, it's a cool Funko Pop. We're going to get through some of these ones quicker because, just, you know, there's just some ones that I'll talk about more than others. But we've got Regan puking up. Then we've got the triple threat of Jordan Peele movies with Get Out, Us, and Nope. That's Chris Washington, Red, and O.J. Haywood. I love these films. I think, you know, it pretty much goes in the order they released. Best one, second best, third best. But the third best is still a decent film. Again, sorry about the glare. But yeah, they're pretty decent Funko Pops. I prefer these two Funko Pops over this one. I think this one is a very random. They could have gone with something a little bit better. But it's still a decent Funko Pop. And then we've got another Regan. Now you might think, oh, why isn't what I haven't I put them next to each other? That one should be in front of that one. But I kind of like the aesthetic of, like, we start with Exorcist, we end with Exorcist on that row. I kind of like that rather than it being a little bit more like, no, two Exorcists, then Get Out, Us, and Nope, you know? At least I'm not putting my Funko Pops in alphabetical order of any kind. Now we've got some Insidious Funko Pops. I really want them to bring out more Insidious Funko Pops. I.e. like the woman with the black dress, you know? I think they're just awesome. And I really do love these films. Red-Faced Demon, obviously from the original Insidious film. And then I believe the Wheezing Demon is from... Is that not from Insidious 3? With Dempsey? Not Dempsey, what's his name? I always get his name wrong. He played Gavin in The Friends. But anyway, yeah, it's not that I have any problem with them bringing out these two. I'm really glad they brought out the Red-Faced Demon, or Darth Maul as I like to call him back in the day. But why couldn't they have brought out some more, maybe from the original films, and then brought this one out later? You know, not complaining all that much. I just wish they'd done something a bit different, you know? But then over here we got Ash. Now, if I'm right in thinking, this is Ash from the TV show, not Ash from the movies, because he's looking a little bit older. I'm sure he's constantly wearing that blue shirt in that TV show. I mean, so yeah, I am inclined to think that this is from Ash vs. Evil Dead. But yeah, and then we got Evil Ash, and then Army of Darkness Ash. So, you know, we got a trifold, again, a threesome of characters, and this time being Ash from the Evil Dead series. Again, trying to show them without the glare. So moving on now, and we are on to some more of James 1, is it? I believe it's James 1. movie Funko Pops with Ed and Lorraine Warren from The Conjuring, Annabelle from Annabelle Comes Home. That's the one where she's in the chair. And then I've got 2 Nun Funko Pops. Those films are rubbish. Don't bother with them. But the Funko Pops are pretty cool. Works well with the Conjuring universe. And of course, the Cookie Man up there. So moving on now, we have got some behind because I've got too many Funko Pops. The ones behind are just ones that like either extras or, you know, related to things that I'm not too bothered about or haven't got full sets. So we're going to get hopefully a decent shot of these. We've got Winston and Peter from Ghostbusters. They're the only 2 I've got. We have got a Xenomorph from Alien Romulus. I've got this down here because I've got another one. We've got a Ghostface. Again, got another one. So we don't need that down there. And then we've got that key demon from Insidious for the last key. So, you know, again, they only ever brought out the 3, I believe, from Insidious. So that's why those ones are in the back. It's just some random Funko Pops, some doubles, that kind of thing. Things that aren't complete sets. Like, you know, I don't like covering up my Funko Pops. But in this instance, it's a necessary evil. Yeah, I use that word in that sense because we're on the horror Funko Pops. But yeah, it's a necessary evil. I don't like it, but it has to be done. So, I mean, these are so tight in the section that I can literally just push them back in. Like, when I pushed them out then, they came back in a line. But anyway. So now, we move on to what is some Terrifier Funko Pops. We've got Art the Clown with the bike. We've got a regular Art the Clown with a knife. And Art the Clown on the toilet, all bloody. Or on the chair. No, he's not on the toilet, sorry. He's on a chair reading the paper. He's all bloody. Believe this is from the laundrette scene. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I do want the girl. I also want the other Terrifier with the yellow sunglasses. Bloody. Who knows if I can get those ones. I know they are going to be restocking them on Funko Europe soon. So hopefully I can get those ones. But who knows. Then we've got 2 of the Black Foam Funko Pops. The 2 that they brought out. I have the feeling they did bring out another one. And I'm taking off the sticker for the price. But I will put it here now if they did bring out another one. Because I'm sure they did. But I could be wrong. I get the feeling it was a chase of one of these. But, you know, a great film. We're getting a sequel later on this year. Look forward to it. Next up. Now, I don't believe I've got any more Funko Pops. I have got a few more Funko Pops behind on the bottom row. But anyway, moving on. To Pet Sematary, we have Victor Pascoe. Pascoe. Yeah, from Pet Sematary. That's a cool Funko Pop. He's the guy that... You know what? I was going to say then he's the guy that shot Bruce Willis. That's The Sixth Sense. Mixing up my films here. But yeah, that's a cool Funko Pop. Then we have a Gremlin. The flashing Gremlin. Now, you could argue that The Gremlins isn't really a horror film. But to me, it's sort of a stepping stone horror film. It's like if you want to show somebody a horror film that's not into horrors or have never watched horrors before, it's probably a good stepping stone for them before all the really gory or the really creepy or the really scary stuff. So I'd argue that Gremlins technically comes across as like a creature feature, which would make it a horror film. There is one Funko Pop here that's not a horror film, I've just realised. That definitively shouldn't be a horror film, but probably, you know, let you choose. The original movie is, but anyway. But yeah, so that's the Gremlin. Then we've got Sam from Trick or Treat. This is a cool Funko Pop. They made a couple of these. They were pretty cool. But yeah, I love this Funko Pop. This was one that was really easy to come across, actually, as well. They had it in my local Forbidden Planet. But yeah, it's a great Funko Pop. I love the film. I might give that a watch again tonight. I have got it on 4K. Maybe. Then over here we've got, this is the one that is debatable on whether it's a horror film or not. I suppose the next one is as well next to it, but Terminator Dark Fate, the Rev 9 Endoskeleton. I think it was a time where I just wanted a Terminator for a Funko Pop. And just couldn't get any other ones. So that's the only one I picked up. So yeah, pop movie, not really pop horror. But, I mean, these are all pop movies. I'm looking around now, none of them actually say pop horror. But, yeah, it's in this section. The original movie is technically horror, it's technically a slasher, so we'll count it. And then next up we have Hannibal Lecter. Again, Silence of the Lambs arguably is not a horror film. It's more of a thriller. Like a crime thriller. But for what he is and that, I think I'm quite glad that I got this version of Hannibal Lecter. Because I kept seeing the one where he's in the blue suit and a little bit bloody. And that's not the version I know of Hannibal Lecter. I've always known Hannibal Lecter in this sort of gurney type thing. You know, is that what they call it, a gurney? But yeah, so I'm glad I have that Funko Pop. Arguably not horror. But, you know, everybody has their own opinions on what's a horror and what's not. So now we're coming to what is the end of this little section of horror. We have got another section. But I'm doing it again because there are one or two ones at the bottom. Again, these ones are just maybe like ones that I'm not too fussed about or whatever. That's actually quite a cool effect on these Exorcist ones. So yeah, these are the Exorcist Believer ones. I don't know why I picked these up, to be honest. It's a terrible film. But yeah, I've got them anyway. They're going to fall. That's fine. I'll show you them ones later. And then we've got two Chucky sort of Halloween colours based one. Again, I just weren't that bothered about it. You know? That's the reason why these ones are sort of behind. You get ones that are just repeats and ones that just ain't bothered about. So we'll put these back one by one and I'll show you them. So we have got Ellie and Church from Pet Sematary. We have got Gage Creed from Pet Sematary. I love these two Funko Pops. That and the Pasco. I might have to rearrange just so that all the Pet Sematary ones are together. Yeah, I'll do that after this video. But yeah, I love those Funko Pops. And then we've got what looks... You know what? I'm going to show you them like this. What looks like a City Hunt is a City... Doesn't look like a City Hunter, it is a City Hunter. The Predator 2, what I was going to say is what looks like bloody chocolate. Like, that looks edible to me. Does that not look edible to you? Like, seriously, it looks like a chocolate bar. It literally does look like... It might not look like it on video form. But to me, in person, it looks like chocolate. But yeah, Predator 2, cool Funko Pop. I'm going to put these side by side. I'm going to be putting that one up there. So I'm going to leave that one till last. Then we've got the Purge election year. With the Freaky Bride. This is a cool Funko Pop as well. I really would like to get all the other ones from the Purge. Eventually. That would mean some serious rearranging of these Funko Pops. Because I'm running out of space. I don't know what I'm going to do if they bring out a big old set of horror Funko Pops. I'm worried about where I'm going to put some of the new ones that I'll show you in my next video in the Funko haul. I don't know what I'm going to do. But yeah, I wouldn't mind having the other 4 from this Purge set. I need to win the lottery. So then I've got a house and just have a warehouse of Funko Pops. And just... So last but certainly not least, for this little section of horror, I say little. Like I say, I've got another one of these kind of shelves of horror to go through. Is Norman Bates Psycho as his mother? You know, these films, I only recently. Oh, that's cool on the box. Have I never noticed that before? That it's got the movie, the shower scene in the background. That's cool. Yeah, these films. I recently binge watched all of the Psycho movies. And when I say all, I mean the original four with Anthony Perkins was his name, Anthony Pike, and I think it's Anthony Perkins. But they were great films, and I've recently watched Bates Motel. I've got through all 6 seasons. 5 seasons? 5 seasons. All 5 seasons of Bates Motel very quickly, but they were only like 10 episodes apiece. You know, so it's only like 50 episodes. It's a really good show. And they did some different things. They did make mistakes by casting Rihanna as bloody, you know, Lee's character. You know, this girl in the shower. And they completely changed the origin of it as well, and things like that. They, you know, that's a spoiler for another day and another conversation, maybe on my Blu-ray channel. You know, my movie and TV show channel. I'll maybe talk more about Psycho, the movies, and the TV show and the differences about it and all that. So we are now at the last of the collection. Yes, I have got you on the Marvel and DC for a moment, because I don't want to ruin it. You know, you might have seen that every now and then I would show like little glimpses of what's next. I'm going to try not to do that. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm doing it now, like this. So, here we have a U2's Ghostface out of box. I don't even think I've got the box anymore. But yeah, it's a pretty cool little figure. It's just there randomly. Then we've got Ghostface. You've seen this Funko Pop earlier, behind. This is the reason why it was behind, because I've already got it. This was just one of those ones, because I had never had the original, that I wanted to get as many of these as I could while they are available, because these were really hard Funko Pops to get at one point, and then they brought out a new set of them. So glad they did. And besides, it kind of makes sense to have more than one, because there's literally 2 to 3 killers in each film. Part 2, where there's one that's 3 and one that's 1, so, you know, evens it out. But yeah. Next up, we got the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers with his face open, sort of thing, like the claws and that. Very cool Funko Pop. We're not going to be talking about this one too much. The movie is very, not questionable, but obviously what the director's done and stuff like that. We don't talk about that on this channel. I really wish my neighbours would stop banging. And then next up, we've got a random Michael Myers. There's a lot of random Michael Myers pops just dotted around in this set of Funko Pops. But yeah, Michael Myers. Then, going down to this one, we got what is number 1 of pop movies, Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees. We've got number 2, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. And we've got number 3, Halloween, Michael Myers. Cool set of Funko Pops. Yes, if you ask me. Then we got Child's Play 2, the Chucky. You saw this Chucky earlier in the video in the girlfriend section, which is just a random section that didn't need talking about much. Yeah, I just rebrought it so that I could add it into my inbox collection. And then we also have a Xenomorph from the original Alien film, even though it just says Alien instead of Xenomorph. Interesting. Next down here we have Pennywise. Pennywise, this is Tim Curry's edition of Pennywise. Then next to that we have the Chase version of Georgie Denborough. I haven't got many Chases in this collection, to be honest. At all. I think this is the only Chase I've showed you so far. Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah, it's the only Chase I've got. So, that is a really cool Georgie Funko Pop. That is obviously from the Bill Skarsgård version. Speaking of which, Pennywise with balloon. I love dairy. I heart dairy, whatever you want to call it. Cool Funko Pop. Yes, there are better ones of Pennywise. No, I am not going down that route because there's so many of Pennywise. I don't need that many. Then we've got The Shining, Jack Torrance, Red Rum. Red Rum! Red Rum! Yeah, I love this film. It's just an amazing film. And of course, Jack Nicholson. One of his best roles. That and that are two favourite films of his. And then we've got a Elder Greyback Predator. So that is the same as the chocolatey looking one from Predator 2 that I showed you earlier. So that's a cool Funko Pop. Predator ones were really difficult to get. And of course, when I finally found one that I really wanted, then they started releasing new ones. So it was a lot harder to come across. But yeah, very cool. Here we've got a trifecta again, or a threesome of alien-related Funko Pops. We've got Alien Romulus Scorched Xenomorph. So the one I showed you earlier was the non-scorched one. This is the scorched edition. So you can see there on his head. Show you the side of it as well. Very cool Funko Pop. And then we've got the Ripley and the Runner from Alien 3. I never thought we'd ever get Funko Pops from Alien 3, to be honest, because they're not the best. It's not the best movie. But yeah, that's a cool moment in the film. I'll give it that. Yeah, not bad at all. Sorry about the glare, you can see me in the Funko Pops. And then, of course, we've got the Runner from Alien 3 as well. Very similar to that one, but very different at the same time. It's more of a brown colour, whereas that is more of a jet black with a little bit of blue in there. So, yeah, very cool Funko Pops nonetheless, but this is probably my favourite selection of Funko Pops in the horror realm. But we are going to get to some really cool ones now. So we've got a Bride of Chucky. I think the haircut's a little wrong on that one, to be honest. It looks more like from one of the TV shows. Then we've got Bride of Chucky. Oh, there you go. Another chase. I believe it's a bloody chase. It's not very bloody though, is it? But yeah, there you go. Another chase. That's a cool Funko Pop. Then we've got Carrie. All blooded up. Very cool. Great movie. A not so great movie, if you ask me. But yeah, I'm just realising now that these two units that are very similar, are very different. Because you can fit 5 of them very easily, and these ones I don't. Anyway, sorry, tangent. Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I believe that's from the remake version. I don't know if it's the original. I'm pretty sure he's wearing something different in the original. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Here we have the Chatterer from Hellraiser. I do not have a pinhead. I need a pinhead. I want a pinhead. This is from Hellraiser 3. But yeah, that's a really cool one and really difficult one to come by. So I'm glad I've got it. But you see what I mean? Like, I can fit 5 on the other one. I cannot fit 5 on here. It's a shame as well. But anyway, moving on. Almost done. Anyway, we got Child's Play 3. Chucky with the half face. That is a really cool Funko Pop. Like, I really love that one. And moving on now, we got Bloody Ghostface as well. So we've got 3 normal size Ghostfaces and 1 big Ghostface. But when they brought out the bloody one, of course I was going to get it. It's not a chase, which they could have easily have made it a chase so that people would spend more money to get the bloody version. I'm so glad we got this one. Hopefully we get some more Funko Pops for the new one. And there was also a concept image, which I will pop up on this wall now. Right in here from the editing room. So I tried my best to find what was the initial image I saw, which was every Ghostface
that was ever revealed, unmasked. Now, I believe these were more customs than concepts, because I remember seeing them in physical form, I think. But I could not for the life of me find the original poster or image. But what I did find was this image, which is the closest thing to it.
I hope they do that eventually. Here we have another Leatherface with the hammer in a different mask. Not sure what film that's from. It might be Leatherface from Leatherface. Or it could be from the original movie. I'm not the keenest fan of those films. That's why I'm very unsure on which one is from which. I think that's the second movie. I could be wrong, but I think it's from the second movie. But yeah. We've got a Bloody Terrifier with his hat on. That's a very different Art the Clown Funko Pop there. And then we've also got the Toxic Avenger. This is a Glow in the Dark edition. 2023 Fall Convention Limited Edition. But this is probably the shared sticker one. But we are actually going to get a new film. I've still got the sticker on it. Oh, I must have got this from HMV. I'm sure that's an HMV sticker. What does it say Marvel on it? That's weird. Is Toxic Avengers not Marvel, is it? I don't think so. But anyway, yeah, we are getting a new film of this. So, this is going to be crazy. Not a bad Funko Pop, though. Then moving down here, now we're on the last run. So we have got Nosferatu, the Count Orlok. We have got Tiffany from Bride of Chucky again. Is that Bride of Chucky? Does that say Bride of Chucky? It does say Bride of Chucky again. Bloody edition. And then we've got Carol Ann. Going to the light, Carol Ann. From Poltergeist 2. What does that say? Sorry, giving you the shot of the floor. What does that say? Oh, is that the last? Oh, is that their surname? Caroline Freeling. It must be. I hope they bring out more Poltergeist Funko Pops. There's just some cool moments that they could bring out. You know? That'd be so cool. Put her back. Here we have what is the Predator. This is the one that I got initially. And then they started releasing like those from Predator 2 and that. This was literally the only one I could get at the time. It's from the really bad Predator film, isn't it? Oh my god. Maybe this one should just be a... But no. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But nonetheless, it's a cool Funko Pop. Don't get me wrong. And it's Assassin Predator as well. I think it's the big guy. But it's just a shame about the film. Because you've got the Future Predator and you've got the Future Predator. The Fugitive Predator. I can't speak today. And then you got the Predator Hound as well. So they are actually cool Funko Pops, but it was the only Predator I could get at the time. So yeah. And finally, last but not least, we have got Michael Myers Behind the Hedge with the infamous mistake of not putting the mask all the way around his face. Like, literally, why? It's so annoying. Because why didn't they just take one of the other Funko Pops of Michael Myers, put him behind the edge? Why did they try and remold it and completely ruin it with that? You know, it's just a funny little mistake they made. Yeah, I love Michael Myers. Like I said, there was some dotted around here and there. But yeah, so that is the last of the Funko Pop collection. So back to Ryan at the desk. Yeah, thanks for that, other Ryan. Not really a desk. Don't know why I said that in there. But yeah, that is the Funko Pop collection. That's all I got for you today, folks. Hope you enjoy. You might get the whole video today, you might not, but we'll get through that. We'll see what that's like. You might be in a different location though, you might not see the Funko Pops behind me
for that video,
but we'll wait and see. But anyway, I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time on FunkoSphere. Goodbye.